This is GCE 2020 paper 1. Let's start the business. They want you to simplify. We move together. Copy the question as it looks. You say 2a plus b minus a minus 2b. Then start expanding. 2a, here it means there is just a 1. You can say plus b minus a minus 2b. Then from here you say we correct the like terms. Collecting like terms, do not change the signs. Do not change the signs. 2a minus a, you get a. B minus 2b, you get negative b. After finding the answer, you get your answer, you bring it here. You say a minus b. You get 2 marks. Question 2. You copy the question the way it is. 64 over 125 to the power of negative 1 over 3. Remember, the easiest way of removing a negative is reciprocating the fraction given. Reciprocating, I mean changing the denominator to become the numerator. So it will be 125 over 64 to the power of 1 over 3. It means we have removed the negative there. From here, this means cube root. So it can be written in radical form as the cube root of 125 and the cube root of 64 to the power of 1. Remember, the cube root is simply a number that we can multiply by itself 3 times to give you 125 and 64. So the cube root of 125 is 5. The cube root of 64 is 4 to the power of 1. And this means 5 is appearing 1, so it is just 5 and 4. So 4 into 5, 1, remainder 1 over 4. So the answer which should be indicated here will be 1 over 4. So you show your work. Make sure that you show your work. We are on question 3. Given that the lines 3y is equal to x plus 6 and y is equal to kx plus 12 are perpendicular, find the value of k. The word perpendicular means the 2 lines are meeting at 90 degrees. Perpendicular. Then the product of their gradients is equal to negative 1. So when you hear of a perpendicular, associate it with the gradients. When you multiply their gradients, the answer is negative 1. So you just copy 3y is equal to x plus 6. Then you express it in y is equal to mx plus c. In other words, I'm saying you make y the subject of the formula. So you say, okay, 3y is equal to x plus 6. This camera. Over 3, over 3, over 3. So then you do this. So y will be equal to, remember there is a 1 there, so you can say 1 over 3x plus 3 into 6 will get 2. So the gradient here is this one. So the gradient is 1 over 3. This is gradient 1. This camera is jealous. Then you get the other function, kx plus 12. Remember that this is already having y as the subject of the formula, meaning to say the gradient is that one. So you say gradient 2 is equal to negative, gradient 2 is equal to k. Remember that perpendicular entails that when you multiply these two gradients, the answer must be -1. So you get your M1 and get your M2, multiply them and equate them to -1. So it will be, where should I write from? It will be M1 times M2 giving us -1. M1 1/3 times M2 is K, is equal to -1. Remember that this is the same as 1 times K, K over 3 is equal to -1. When you do this, you cross and multiply. K times 1, the answer is K. 3 times -1, the answer is -3. Therefore, K is equal to -3. We move on to the next question, which is question 4. They want you to factorize. You look at what you have, 6a. Yes, maybe you can start with 6a x minus 4ay. You can say 2 is common. What you have is this one. So you can say 2 and a is common here. Yes, this is what you have. Then this will give you 3x. 2 and 2, 6, it's 3. Then a remain with x. 2 into this one into be 2y. Remember, you have to make sure that the signs are the same. So here, for you to remove a negative, you have to add -b. So that negative into negative positive, b will give you 3x. So you write 3x here. Negative into positive, it's negative. Then b will give you 2y. So the final answer will be 2a minus b multiplied by 3x minus 2. So this is the answer you bring here and indicate 2a minus b and 3x minus 2y. All right, I think we continue. Given that A is the point -2, 1 and B is the point 1, 5. They want you to find the modulus or the magnitude of AB.